Hey y'all, I'm Aeon.
And I'm the Lioness.
And you're listening to Box number 512 podcast.
Grown Black Trans Woman Talk. Changing your world one conversation at a time.
The show begins now. Welcome to another installment of Box number 512 podcast, Grown Black Trans Woman Talk. I am your co-host, Aeon.
And I'm the Lioness.
So before we get into updates, just want to remind you, for our listeners old and new, if you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please make sure you go on Apple Podcasts, review us, rate us, give us 5 stars, tell us how you feel about the episodes and the podcast overall. Those reviews help other people to find our podcast when they're looking for podcasts about Blackness and about transness and about grownness and all of those things. Also, we just did an episode that's been our fastest watched episode ever, and there have been a lot of support, but there's also been a lot of differing opinions. If you would like to write into to the show to tell us how you feel about that episode, the notorious JANET, or any other episodes that you've heard, and you want to sound off and tell us whether you agree with us or whether you disagree, or you just want to write a letter into the editor, you can send those emails to us at box number 5podcast@gmail.com. That's BOXNO512PODCAST@gmail.com. Make sure you send in those letters. This is not a one-way conversation. We want to interact with y'all. We want to hear what y'all have to say. The door is open, and who knows, we might read one of your letters on the show about that episode or any of our 56 episodes that we have done. So come on, y'all. Thank y'all for the support, but I just wanted to get that out of the way before we got into updates. So sis, update us. What's been going on?
Nothing, girl. Well, first I want to know, can you still see me? Because I see y'all. Okay. So living, loving, and laughing, trying to, keep my head positive. I know that we've recently had some losses this week, a couple of major losses in community, and that's really affected me to a certain extent, as it always does when we lose sisters, particularly those that have dedicated their lives to service. So I was dealing with that a little this week. I've been in conversation just with a number of girls in community about the need for us to come together again. I feel like because of COVID, a lot of us have not really been able to come together, and like group meetings kind of stopped in a lot of places. A lot of the like tangible community love that we once were able to get, I feel like that stuff has been kind of cut back, and I'm glad that people are getting their shots and the world is reopening. But along with that, it's just, just making sure that we are intentional on reconnecting, because there's so many relationships that because on the computer, we always lose context, right? Like nothing is ever as clear as it could be. And I feel like a lot of relationships with people that I feel like a lot of the problems online, if we were able to come together and break bread and have some of the like tangible hands-on conversations that we used to have, I feel like some of this beef wouldn't be that way. But we're getting increasingly disconnected from the closeness of what it's like to be around your girls. So just kind of processing that as well. Other than that, life is great. I don't have any complaints. I'm excited about this episode though. What about you, sis?
Before I get my updates, and you brought it up, we have to say rest in peace, rest in power, rest in paradise to our sister Jahira Dialto, aka Jahira Balenciaga. She was taken from us over the weekend in an act of violence. She is somebody that I knew not only from the ballroom scene, but I knew her back in my previous life when I was a YouTuber. And she also had a YouTube channel, and we connected through there, and I met her in person. Just a sweet, sweet, sweet woman. Definitely for community, definitely for standing up, being a voice, and being a light. And it's just so shocking that somebody so sweet and so pure was taken from us in that way. So I just want to send my condolences to her blood family, send my condolences to her ballroom family, the House of Balenciaga, and anybody that has been touched by her life. It's just a big loss. She's only 43 years old, so young. So much more she had to do, and it's just really a big loss. And I know today is Monica Roberts' birthday, so happy heavenly birthday to Monica Roberts. We miss you. It doesn't feel like you've been gone, but like the void is just so great, and nobody can do what you did or be who you were, and we miss you so much. And so yeah, I just wanted to lift their names up and bring them into this. And anybody, any of our trans sisters and trans brothers and trans non-binary siblings that we have lost to violence over. And I know we don't talk about it all the time because on the show, we just try to create a space where we don't have to think about that. The Lioness and I are very conscious of what's going on in the world. We're very, have our feet to the ground in community, but every now and then we just have to come and give remembrance to those that we lost and those that we hold in our hearts. And we're going to miss them. We're going to miss them. But we're also not going to forget them. Updates with me. Work is going great. I don't think I talked about this on the last episode, but y'all know my position is only a year-long position. I actually just had a review like a couple weeks ago, and I did really, really well on my performance review. And a new position is opening up at my job, and I wasn't going to apply at first because it was one of them situations where I'm trying to talk myself out of the position because I don't feel like I was qualified. But then my supervisor took me to the side and I was like, I think you should really apply. And, I just think that you would be good for this job. So
congratulations.
That's on the horizon. So I haven't applied yet, but he showed me the job announcements before they put it out to the public, but he still wants me to apply.
That's always good when you're being told to apply, That's
right
in advance. So that is an opportunity.
Well, hopefully if I go far in the process, the money will be right. But also, since last week, I've had 2 interviews for 2 other positions. One here in the DC area, another back in Chicago. I felt like the interviews went good. I felt comfortable. I felt like I was able to be myself. And those are the type of interviews that I like, where I'm just able to talk and just be in conversation and be confident. I will be in Atlanta this weekend.
I'm excited.
Starting it won't be all for play. I'm starting the first phase of really getting my body work done. And the first part of that is getting my body laser. It's time. I need to touch up my face a little bit and then just focus on the rest of my body, because y'all girls know I want to get like some body work done legally. I'm going to get a BBL, and I just want to make sure that when I'm snatched, I'm also smooth in all the right places. So I'm going to
really fast, girl, since you mentioned it, can I give a drop to our esthetician that does our hair removal? So shout out to Ray Fair of Fair Skin Spa here in Atlanta, Georgia, in Buckhead. We love you, we love you, we love you. And he is a wonderful practitioner that has years of experience, particularly dealing with goyles like us, particularly those of us melanated. And he does full body laser removal, a bunch of myriad of other services, including microdermabrasion and other stuff. But I just wanted to give him a shout out. I always said that I was gonna, because he keeps me loved.
Yeah, I had my one session on one day, but I actually booked a session like right after I get off the plane to go get like my facial and my microderm, because now I'm at that point where I'm ready to just take care and pamper myself and keep myself up. Part of that has been my workout journey and my eating journey, just eating better. And the other part is just my beauty, just staying up on my beauty, my facials, my laser. I'm getting my body work done. Like, I'm about to be really vanity. Well, not in a bad way, but it's just like I deserve to look nice. I'm in a great place in my life, And I just want to splurge on myself a little bit. But yeah, I'll be in Atlanta. Me, myself, and the Lioness and her husband, we're gonna go to dinner on Sunday night. And I want to go somewhere like really nice, because I don't think we've ever all been out to dinner before. I think you've cooked at the house and all of that, but I just want to go out somewhere nice and just key and just eat some good food and enjoy each other's company. Maybe we can have a view from the skyline.
I have a couple of ideas.
Yeah, I know between you and especially TA, something will be planned. So I look for. I just want to show up, and
girl, I'm with it.
But I'll be in Atlanta this weekend, and then the following weekend I'll be in New Orleans. Me and my sister from Baltimore, we're doing a sister's trip, and I'm out there. I'm fully vaccinated, honey, and I'm ready to live life. So.
Come on, fully vaccinated. As am I.
Right. Yeah. SWV, Sisters with the Vaccines. So yeah, that's all that's going on with me. Thank you all for supporting the Patreon. I would read the list of our patrons, but I'm going to wait to the next episode to read our patrons for May. Also, starting this week or next week, we're going to be doing dropping our polls reviews, but those will only be uploaded to our Patreon for our level 3 patrons, which is $10 a month. So make sure you go on over to our Patreon now and you see our bonus material. We don't have the polls reviews yet, but we have other bonus videos that we've been uploading since January. But the polls reviews will be coming out. I saw the first 2 episodes of polls. I'm not going to tell you exactly how I feel because that's what the review is for. So make sure y'all go on over to our Patreon page and join the wave. And we have so much more content and live shows, monthly live shows that we'll be doing on our Patreon page. That you need to be a patron to see, but we will roll out the details of that in the coming weeks. So let's get to our main topic today. So, in the spirit of having phenomenal guests come into the show and bringing them into the circle and just having grown titty women conversation.
Yes.
I want to bring on our sister Dominique Morgan before she comes on. She is the executive director of Black in Pink, an organization that is doing some amazing work for our LGBTQ brothers and sisters that are or have experienced incarceration. Forgotten about community, such a community that is overlooked, and it's so great that one of us is at the helm of this organization doing this type of work, really providing liberations for our brothers and sisters who know shade. Especially in the trans rights movements, our brothers and sisters that interface with the prison industrial complex, they're the real reasons why we get a lot of the rights that we get for those of us who are on the outside. And a lot of them don't get the credit that they deserve. And we try so hard to be respectable that we don't want to focus on that part of the community, but we got to. But in addition to leading Black in Pink, she is a sex educator. She is a music artist. And she is just overall a beautiful woman who is sharing her journey with us, her glow up with us on social media. That's how we connected. And I'm just happy to have her on the box so we could just engage in conversation. She can share with us a little bit about her journey, and we can just figure out what different projects she has going on and just what nuggets of advice that she has for the audience and us here, the Lioness and myself. So without further ado, Miss Dominique, come on.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
What's up?
We're so excited to have you on today.
I am.
First, let's do a mood check. How are you feeling? I know that there's a lot going on in the world today. We wanted to do one with you. How are you, madam?
I'm a Pisces and we feel everything. And so I think my answer is always, I think, community. We're feeling just the tension. And
thank you for listening to another episode of Box number 512 podcast, Grown Black Trans Women Talk.
And don't forget to become a patron on the Box number 512 Patreon page, where we have all new exclusive content.
And also, don't forget to follow us on our social media, on our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. And also, become a subscriber on our YouTube page. Until next time, bye.